And welcome to the next episode of License Your Invention with David Fidoa. I am your host, David Fidoa, and I'm here to help you license your product. We are gonna get to the Boogeyman. Why does the Boogeyman show up when you pick up that phone and start dialing? So, to jump right into it, the Boogeyman shows up when you pick up that phone. And I will tell you, if you have not picked up the phone to start dialing, you don't know this Boogeyman then. It is sometimes one of the scarier things that we face in this licensing process. You can go out and get your sell sheet made, you can go out and get a patent, you can do all these things and build a prototype. But that phone call is the first opportunity that somebody that is a professional within the business can tell you your idea is not good. And that's why the Boogeyman shows up when the phone calls start to happen. And so I wanted to jump into how do you expel that Boogeyman? How do you get him out of your world? And it was something that I had to face in a big way, right? I was absolutely terrified. I had such an issue with that aspect of this business. When I called my first company, well, not even the first company, I had been calling companies for a while, and I actually ended up dialing, right? I ended up dialing. My nerves are high. I dialed, I called, picked up, and as soon as somebody said hello on the other side, I hung up. It just freaked me out. And so I couldn't handle the pressures of calling companies. I was just so uncomfortable at it when I got started. And I built up a comfort level, and now I actually enjoy it. But that jump between being somebody that's so afraid of calling to somebody that is confident in their calling and comfortable and actually excited to do it is a huge difference. And that is one of the big game changers that you can add to your arsenal of skills to get your product licensed. So why does that Boogeyman show up? As I stated earlier in the video, it's because it's the first opportunity that somebody can say no. Because when you go, let's say you go to a patent attorney to get your patent written. Well, they're not going to tell you no, your idea is not good, because their job is not to necessarily evaluate your idea for validity, but for patentability, which is not the same thing as monetization and marketing or marketability. And so they say, hey, great idea, let's get this thing patented. If you take it to a designer that is just looking to get a good 5-star review and they're $45, $50 or whatever you're paying them to design it, they're not going to tell you your idea is terrible, right? They're just going to get your money, get your 5 stars, and you part ways. So at this point, you've just paid your way. You've developed different things, you've developed value for your product, but you haven't gotten to anybody that would tell you no for any reason. So when you get into that mode of, all right, I've got all the things necessary to start pitching my product, I go out and start pitching, this is the first time that a professional that's been in the business for a long time can tell me that my idea is not going to work. And that's scary. And to get over that, you have to realize that there are little paths to success, because no's are, well, it doesn't work for us right now, or there's manufacturing issues, or there's different things that need to be changed about your product. And every one of my products that I've licensed, I pitched to a company, gotten feedback, modified, and gotten back into the company. And when I do that, so now when I go out to pitch my products, and this is where my psychology kind of changed, where I wasn't so afraid of calling, because I wasn't going out to go license my product. I was going to pitch my product to get feedback so that I could modify it so it's a product that's licensable. And when I changed my mindset to focus on, oh, I'm just going out to get feedback, instead of this is the yes or no, this is the deal breaker, this is where it all happens. And so as soon as that psychology changed, and as soon as I started refocusing on the right thing of getting my product into the hands of professionals so that they're giving me feedback so I can get it to be a licensable product, that change made it very comfortable, very confident, because now I'm not calling them to sell them a product. I'm calling them to show them a new opportunity that could possibly make them millions of dollars, that if they liked it and wanted to give me feedback, I can improve it. And with that simple change, I now call with confidence because I'm a business professional that's calling them to bring an opportunity to them. And that's as simple as it is. So my boogeyman disappeared with a different perspective on what it means to me when I'm calling. So if you like that perspective change, use that perspective change. Take your product to potential licensees, not to license it, but just to get feedback, and that may help you. Or you might need to find your own path or your own way of changing your psychology so that that boogeyman doesn't show up for you. Because for most people that are either not in sales or don't have experience doing this, it's a very difficult proposition. So change your perspective. If you're having those troubles, try to find another way to look at it so that you have less of an emotional attachment to yes and no. And when you do that, calling, easy. You build confidence, and you build confidence over time. So just start calling, try to change your perspective, refocus on different things, and the calling will become easier. It won't be overnight. So you got to just continue to follow through. I hope you loved that episode of License Your Invention with David Fedewa. I am your host, David Fedewa, and as you know, I'm always here to help you license your products. If you want more information, we coach and teach people how to license their invention every day, so check out inventtribe.com. We'll put a link down below. And for the next episode, this next episode is the apple seed to success. I wanted to kind of give you my perspective on how students grow in their skills and their products and all these different things through this metaphor that I use with my students to teach them that it's not an overnight thing, but when you grow, you will get there. So I hope to see you on the next episode of the Apple Seed to Success.